new drinks are now at McDonald's. With refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba. To crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine. Copyright 2026, The Coca-Cola Company. Sprite is a registered trademark of The Coca-Cola Company.
This summer, serve up the cookout classics, Kraft mayo and dressing. Toss green salads with delicious ranch dressing or zesty Italian. Serve smooth, craveably creamy potato salads with mayo. We all know it's not a cookout without Kraft.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
Let's party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, let the bodies go spread the holiday cheer. 'Cause it's Christmas. Whoa, oh, it's the best time of the year. Let's do fake reindeer.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good Skeletor.
Hell yeah. Nailed it.
You know, I never thought I'd see the day when another theatrical Masters of the Universe film was coming out,
Yeah.
but here we are in early June, kicking off the summer.
Do you
It's
think-
Masters of the Universe?
Do you think we get here without Masters of the Universe basically becoming meme slop through most of the 2000s?
Probably not. And
Yeah.
so here's the thing.
Not that it still is, like, it's not as big as it was like 10
No,
years
but
ago.
Skeletor for a while was like when you'd see the minions.
Yes.
On someone,
Yep.
it was just like, hey, here's a still from Masters of the Universe, and I wrote something like mean or cruel or
Yeah.
whatever. Like it. So there definitely was like a memification.
Yeah.
That was undeniable for Masters of the Universe. Now, my question for you before we dive into this is, did you ever watch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? I know you're younger than me, and I barely saw this show,
Yeah,
so I'm not really sure.
I definitely had a lot of the toys that
Same.
were like passed to me. I had like the big green Battle Cat with the saddle and like the rubbery action figures and stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Up until like yesterday, I thought like He-Man and Beastmaster were the same exact thing. So
Okay, so
it is
the
not.
one that I would get them confused for was I would mix up which were He-Man toys and which were Thundercat toys.
Yeah,
all the
I
time.
can get behind that. To answer your question, not really. Like I said, I had the toys. Masters of the Universe really became just like more in line of my world when it did become like the memification of Masters of the Universe. And even then I was like, okay, this is funny, I guess.
Yeah. Which, you know what? I was trying to explain this to Barb's kids the other day, but I was like, one day you're going to look back at memes that you thought were hilarious, and you're going to be like, why was this funny?
Yeah. It was very around the same time as like, oh my God, bacon. Like when everybody just got obsessed with bacon for some
Boy,
reason.
did they. Everybody loved bacon.
Yeah.
And I thought that was never going to die, but it did. It really, that really did fade away from people's mindsets for a while.
For sure. But yeah, no, I can say this is the first full Masters of the Universe, HeMan SheRa thing that I have ever sat all the way through.
Did I lie to you when I said if you watch it at 1.5 speed, it will make the same amount of sense as if you watched it at regular speed?
You did not lie to me, and I can tell you, thank you. It's fine. It's very of that era where, like, when you watch stuff back, you're kind of like, was this considered good?
No.
Okay, cool.
Let's start. Let's start there. And like, the reality is, there's going to be people who might listen to this episode who are going to get their panties in a bunch that I'm about to say that Masters of the Universe He-Man was not good. But like, what I mean by that is this was prime, like, we are literally making a cartoon to sell a toy line that we've created.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So like, plot and everything kind of goes in the back seat, and it's just like introducing characters, introducing variants of these characters, making these characters seem really cool and interesting. And what I mean by that is, even in this special, and I have almost no I used to watch the show, but I have no memory of watching this show beyond like you. I had the toys and I know I watched it.
All I like the thing when somebody says He-Man now, all that pops in my head is like the seizure-inducing like picture of He-Man with the flashing lights in the background.
Yeah,
and it's like
singing
Four Non-Blondes.
Yes.
Step outside. Yeah, wake up in the morning and I step outside. Yeah,
yeah. It's
fucking banger.
The thing is, yes, it is. That is a very good song.
That was a great song.
The situation that ultimately happens with this show, and it even happens in this special, is like no issue lasts more than like 2 minutes before it is quickly resolved and we are on to the next like situation that someone has to overcome. It's just, it's that like, we're not lingering on problem solving here.
Not at all.
So the basic premise, at first I was like, this is barely about Christmas. Like, I was like 10 minutes in, like, I saw a Christmas tree in the beginning, but otherwise this has nothing to do with Christmas. We get into the Christmas stuff around 10 minutes in when Orko, who was always my favorite character, just this floating sweater with a a little scarf and a magic hat. He travels
very original Final Fantasy. Like, yeah.
He accidentally goes through a teleportation device situation where he lands on Earth just before Christmas time. And while everybody in the Masters of the Universe world is trying to find and rescue him, he's learning all about Santa Claus and Christmas and getting pretty stoked about it.
We get kind of a Linus moment.
We do.
Like, there's full blown Bible talk. I think Jerusalem gets a name drop at one point. Like,
you're not wrong.
Yeah. For sure. I feel like they start talking about the Bible, and then I think the two kids are, hey, now let's tell them about Santa Claus. And I'm like, this is wild.
Yeah. Santa's our friend who also wants to celebrate Jesus' birth by giving us presents. And
yes.
He might be like, why is that? And it's like, we don't have time to answer that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That's next week's episode, Orko.
But like the cheapness of this show, right? This special where they're taking a 22-minute show and now it's a 45-minute Christmas special where like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and She-Ra are coming together. They're now one giant unit. But there's all these like little like, let's buy some time, let's pad this out stuff. So like at one point She-Ra's like, I can handle this, and then she turns into She-Ra and it's like 3 minutes of like her turning into She-Ra, her jumping on her Pegasus, her riding her Pegasus.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, we're going to follow her to where she's going, right? Nope. Then we just jump cut right back to Orko learning more about Christmas time. And we actually, they send the thing for Orko to come home. The kids are singing Jingle Bells. There is zero reason that Orko brings these random kids with him beyond just, well, we promised 45 minutes. We got to keep the tension
You're my
somewhere.
friends now. Come on.
Yeah, leave your family behind and live with me. And
the
this
day
weird
before
fantasy
Christmas.
world. Yeah, day before Christmas. This weird world where a walking skeleton man is going to try to murder you at every turn.
Yeah. Now, I will say, as a kid, I always assumed that Skeletor was the big bad.
Yeah, and now I think I think he was the main big bad.
Okay.
So I think what we get here
Yeah.
is, and again, there's going to be so many
So many people are going to be mad.
mid-40s to 50s-year-old nerds who found this episode are going to be so angry at this.
They're going to be so mad.
Because I really don't know. But
I have no idea.
But I'm pretty sure that She-Ra has her main villain.
Yeah.
He-Man has his main villain, who is Skeletor.
Okay.
But they both report to the same person.
Okay.
So that's where we have that scene where it's Skeletor and that other Skeletor adjacent guy that I definitely had an action figure for. His name
Who's
escapes me.
if you took a Skeletor and then took Cobra from G.I. Joe and put it together, that's that character.
That's a great way to describe what that character is. But yeah, they're having a meeting with what seems to be a giant nondescript cloud. It's almost like it's almost like how Galactus is depicted in that one Fantastic Four movie.
That's why I was laughing. Yeah,
but they're having a conversation and basically it's they report to this guy. That's kind of, I think you and I both had that same conclusion as well, because I did think all right, your main villain is Skeletor, and it's oh no, okay, Skeletor reports to somebody else.
And it seems
apparently
Skeletor's not that bad of a guy.
Well, the Christmas spirit works in mysterious ways, Dylan. I did write, it was around this point that I wrote, man, watching this with no context is fucking baffling. I'm sure that in 1985 or whenever this aired, the kids who were watching every week, this was Avengers Endgame for them. They're just this is incredible. But watching it with no context, I'm what the hell is happening?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Zootopia 2 has come home to Disney Plus.
Let's go!
Get ready for a new case.
We're gonna crack this case and prove we're the greatest partners of all time!
New friends.
You are... Gary the Snake. And your last name? The Snake.
Dream Team. And new habitats.
Zootopia has a secret reptile population.
You can watch the record-breaking phenomenon at home.
You're clearly working at
Zootopia 2. Now available on Disney Plus, rated PG.
Are you a fan of young adult novels?
Have you ever wondered the stories behind the people who wrote your favorite young adult novels?
Then join author Eric J. Brown
And Alyssa Lube of Netflix's The Circle.
every other Tuesday on YAOK.
Available on all podcasting apps.
Woo!
I guess I should have put things together, seeing as it's called Masters of the Universe. But I never viewed this show as a sci-fi show.
Yeah,
to me, it was always like a
Gladiator show from way back when,
like a Conan the Barbarian style, like way back when. When in reality, no, this is space.
This is outer space, which
this guy's just naked in space. It's cool.
Why not? Do what you need. Smoke them if you got them. So So there is this point where it gets into a musical and we are introduced to this new Christmas song. This Christmas song fucking sucks, man. It's terrible.
Not good, man.
It's a really bad song. I did write that a cock and balls shaped helicopter shows up to steal Orko and kids. And this was when I was just like, what is this show exactly? Because it's like, that looks like it's straight out of like the SNL ambiguously gay duo. Like, we're just like, what? Who okayed this? And no one was like, I'm not crazy, right? That looks like a giant dick. Like,
there's something about a lot of this era of cartoons that I look back on, and I asked the question that I asked at the beginning, like, was this scene as good at the time? Like, did people watch this and go like, cinema, like that Scorsese meme? Like,
no, I think that kids my age and a little bit older, ate up that it was a cool thing that they had the toys for. But I think even like parents watching were like, what the hell is this? Like, I think they saw right through it. Similar with Thundercats, similar with a lot of these, like, I mean, they literally had to change the rules of like what gets turned into a TV show, because at this point in the 80s it was so like in your face that this show is just a commercial to sell toys. So I'm sure that that's a huge part of it. I won't lie, though, even with no context, I was mildly touched by Skeletor being kind and won over by the Christmas spirit. I was like, I like this.
I'm all about it. And honestly, because I've seen like more things out of context, I feel like this is kind of the attitude that Skeletor has a lot of the time, where he's very chill.
Yeah, I mean, Internet Skeletor is exactly that, right?
Exactly. Like, this is the version of Skeletor I always see. So I was kind of hype about it. I was like, Skeletor is kind of a great guy. I don't know why. I need to go back and watch more of this. I'm never going to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. We do get a couple cool, like, little one-off creatures that Skeletor has to fight. Specifically, the Snow Beast shows up. He's like, oh, no, it's the Snow Beast. But the true star of this show, besides Skeletor, who is truly like my favorite,
that little puppy
bit here, that Relay the Robo Dog is so adorable.
So cute.
He's the cutest fucking thing. And I love him in there. But yes, Skeletor helps them get back to He-Man and everybody else, and they're able to send them back to Earth where they belong. Where they run into their Captain Lou Albano looking father.
You're not wrong.
Him and their mom don't seem all that concerned that their kids have been missing for a little bit.
It's not an adventure.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, sure, you went to another planet or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
what are you trying to say, Matt? I think kids are too protected nowadays. They should be able to go off on adventures. The locked in the house, that's the world the liberals want, Matt Kelly. Do you want that?
With their screens and their YouTubes.
Yeah. Let them go on adventures with magical wizard people, fighting skeletons and hanging out with machine dogs.
So the episode ends back at I keep forgetting what the hell the name of the place that they're from. In Eternia, I think it's called.
Sure.
And again, I'm watching this with no context. I'm curious,
none.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Did HeMan and SheRa have a wildly uncomfortable sexual chemistry for a brother and sister on this cartoon?
I didn't know before this that they were brother and sister.
Yeah.
I always thought that HeMan and SheRa were like, nah, bro, they're like opposites of one another, so they're like a thing.
Yeah,
like, they're related. Yes, 100%. They have a very weird sexual chemistry that I'm sure have been explored in fan-made films outside.
Oh, I'm sure that there are a million different things that have analyzed this, whether it's a YouTube commentary track or, or something that we're not going to advertise where you could look. But there's places.
Something a little oranger.
Yeah, it's the internet. You guys know what you're looking for.
Yeah. We know what it's for. You start here, and then you can explore out.
My last question for you, Dylan, before we wrap this up.
What's up?
You're a Kevin Smith guy. Did you watch Kevin Smith's version of this? I didn't either.
Same reason. I was like, I have zero interests in Masters of the Universe and He-Man. Like, even the new one that's coming out, I've got friends that are like, that looks great, save for Jared Leto as Skeletor. And I'm like, sure. I don't care. This is not a franchise that I have a lot of investment in.
I think, especially with the new one coming out in theaters, I'm sure it'll do fine. I'm sure that there will be an audience of people who go and see it. I will very excitedly watch it when it is available on streaming in a couple months, and I'll say, all right, I'll give this a shot. But in my current circumstance where I can't just like go to a movie whenever the hell I want anymore, if I'm going out to the theater this summer, it's probably not going to be for Masters of the Universe. Unless it is like when Superman came out and everybody was like, yo, no lie, Superman's unbelievable. Like if the reports are like Rotten Tomatoes is giving it like a certified fresh and people are like, it's legitimately like amazing, I might consider. I might consider.
Fathom. I cannot I can't conceivably think of the world where this movie becomes like a smashing success. And again, I'm so sorry. There are going to be people that are like, "Oh, this was my childhood. I grew up on this. Why are you destroying it?" Listen, man, this still exists. You can go enjoy it.
Also, I don't even think we're destroying it. We're just saying,
I just don't get it.
Two guys coming in with no context. This was not an easy watch.
No, it was not. Even throwing it on 1.5, it was just very. A lot happened. But very little felt like it happened.
I've used this comparison before, but I truly think that it's accurate with this as well as a bunch of other stuff. It's kind of like when a kid is telling you a story they made up.
Yeah.
And it's just like they have their own version of the rules of the world, but you're not privy to that information.
Yeah.
So they're just like, and then this happens, and then this person's power is this, and then they're able to do this. And you're just kind of going like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
But like the whole time they're talking, you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
This also, I feel like this show has the energy of a flea market toy line, but with actual licensing. Like it feels like somebody took a bunch of toys from a flea market or the dollar store and was like, we're gonna make a show out of this. But it is an actual licensed line. So it's really weird, man. I'm not the target demographic.
No.
That's where I'm going to go. I'm not.
Here's what I'm going to say, and I truly mean this with my heart, to talk about our podcast in general. That dog was dope. But no, like, in my heart of hearts, I truly believe this.
Yeah.
You know, this year we've really cracked down on doing more of this. More of like looking at what is coming out in theaters and saying, is there a Christmas special that ties to it? And you know what? There was no other world where we were ever going to pick or watch HeMan and SheRa Christmas special.
Very true.
And I'm glad, like, you know what? I'm glad we did it. I'm sure
too.
that this is a thing that people were probably like, man, I hope they eventually do it. And if they were just sitting there waiting, it was never going to happen. But because we have this Masters of the Universe movie, it was the perfect excuse
this is for you
to dive in. So enjoy. And you know what, buddy? Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, my friend.
Whoa, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holiday, have a great holiday, have a merry happy holiday.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.